Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pink Shade Prime. It's Mary Payne here. I've got Kimberly, and guess what, guys? It's the finale of Seeking Sister Wife.
And
And
there's nothing after, right? There's no reunion or tell-all. They
if
don't do that.
only, if
If
only,
only. I would
if
love I
only.
want them all on a stage together.
To Nick Davis just schooled them all on how to do it.
Yes.
How to do it. This is how you do it, people. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. And they're very into, like, people should live their lives, so I feel like they'd be cool with Reise and Billie Jean too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
take
yeah,
them
yeah.
under their wing,
Mm-hmm.
but no one would like the Merrifields.
Mm-mm. No, I think they would like the Johnsons, Matthew and Angelica. I think they would like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Well, this is it. Like, we didn't know the finale was coming. We did think last week with the Peralta family, we did think, oh, well, obviously they're done. And then we chatted. I wonder when the finale is. Maybe we've got to, nope, boom, here it is.
Done. They just like to keep us on our toes. And I don't think this has anything to do with the recent legal troubles of the Merrifields.
I don't think so. I think this was always planned. But what's interesting, guys, is so on Thanksgiving, so either Thursday or Friday, I saw, because this is when all the Garrick stuff was coming out, the arrest and all that. I saw lots of posts about like, this is the wildest thing. I just went and on my Amazon Prime or on my wherever, this finale was there like 5 days early because it comes out on Mondays or 3 days early, whatever. People were like lots of chatter, like it was there, but it was only 35 minutes long. And I watched it and there was no Merrifields
Somebody
in it.
messed up.
So somebody messed up. So the question
Somebody's getting
is,
fired.
so it was out, I mean, because some people watched it and they said it was only 35 minutes. So what we surmised, because we're on a group text with Amy, Amanda, Jake, and Matt, what I came up with is okay, they went in and they tried to edit out all the Merrifield stuff, and
Uh-huh.
then they put it up as a test, and some people
Uh-huh.
got to watch it because the other people were like, "Oh, I just went in and it's gone." I don't know what happened. If you got to see it, somebody let us know. Were the Merrifields totally cut out, or what
Right.
happened?
Right.
Because for the screener that we got last Tuesday before he was arrested, everything is in. So what
And to
we're
be clear, Mary Payne did not hear from anyone saying, do not record this. Do not post an episode about
absolutely
this.
not. No.
So we're
And
going to be talking about the Merrifields.
yeah, no, I didn't get any email saying like we're reworking the finale in light of, which you guys, let's be honest, like TLC, Bravo, they always have these
They
criminals on here. They never edit
Exactly, plus
shit.
Thanksgiving weekend. They're like, "Do we care?" Nah.
Everybody knows he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah, let's
yeah.
everybody just read his book or don't if you want to save your brain cells. So yeah, pretty interesting. So we will cross the Merrifield Bridge when we get to it. And Lorena did post yesterday a picture of the baby, Sarah, and just said like, "Oh wow, time flies." I'll look to see if she's posted anything else, but while time flies, I just found these pictures on my phone, of when the baby was first born, and that's all she posted. And of course, all sorts of people are posting under it, like, um, "We hope you're okay," blah blah blah, and
Mm,
nothing. Nothing. Um, let's see. Is this her, Lorena? No. Because yeah, her Instagram name is something else, so it has to like pop up to see it. Shoot, I'm not going to be able to find it, you guys, because Lorena Merrifield, obviously, you can't find that. Maybe it's low something. Low search. Low key. No, that's not what I meant to search.
hmm.
Why does Instagram do me like this? Low, not low key. Um, guys, maybe by the time we're done with this, I'll have figured it out, but I don't know. Anyway, it popped up in my algorithm and it was just a picture of the baby. And I made sure it was posted like since the tragedy happened. So good for her.
Mhm.
Listen, and
Yeah.
by the way, some people are like, "Ooh, this was her plan all along to get here." But I was like, "Good for her.
Yeah,
Good for her.
yeah.
Good for her."
If
Anybody
she
that
was
pulls one
using
over on
them,
them, good.
fine.
Yeah. She seemed to have a pretty good life there in Brazil, so I don't know about that.
Yeah. I
But
don't think
anyway,
this was her plan. That's
mm,
ridiculous.
we'll
Yeah.
talk about the Maryfields at the end. But this is season 6, episode 12, Defenders of the Universe. Huh? What? That's
It's
the
the Davises and
uh-huh.
Voltron. He says
Okay.
that.
But is Voltron since I don't know what Voltron is, um, maybe okay. But we're gonna start
I'm looking it up.
okay, look up Voltron, Defenders of the Universe. Is that what he is? Is it Marvel?
Legendary Defender, Voltron. That was one of the movies that it was based on. It is a cartoon. Um,
Mhm.
I just don't know if that's what I would have gone with for my
Well,
metaphor. I just don't feel like it sounds serious if you are trying to defend your lifestyle.
who, whoever created the titles for this season, boo.
Mhm.
Same person that's supposed to be editing the Merrifields out this weekend. They just like,
Mhm.
"We don't give a fuck." Okay, let's start with Reise and
It's
Billie
Jake
Jean.
State Farm. They were like, "Let's put you to work. You're appearing at BravoCon. We're gonna steal you over at TLC, and we're the lesser than Bravo, and we're gonna take you."
Jake from State Farm would never. Actor
No,
named
he
Kevin. Okay. Um, let's start with the Williamson family. Let's start with Reese and Billie Jean, who put out a terrible TikTok to Taylor Swift song the other day, and I had to send it to Kimberly. Like, how dare them?
Well, I
They seem
love
like
that it
hostages.
they didn't seem to be that happy, but she's pregnant, so she's probably unhappy. He is just such a bad dancer for a show choir kid. It's
Yeah.
shocking. It's no rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah. I was
Also,
like,
they are like a month late on that trend, but
yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. They
And
were.
they're in their kitchen, and it's just like
And it looks, the whole thing was sad,
it
really.
was
I'll be
sad. They
honest.
were like, no one dressed up. She has her hair back in a bun. Like
They're in
I love
t-shirts. Yeah.
t-shirts and sweatpants, that kind of thing. Like, not that you have to dress up to do a TikTok.
But they
You're
seem so
not
sad.
they just didn't seem happy.
No, it's depressing.
I wonder how many times, like, she forced them to do it or he forced them. I don't know who forced. And so they're just like, "F you, fine. This is like
Fine.
take 15," and the kids are crying in the background like, "Can you stop ignoring us and dancing?"
It's not anyway, she's pregnant, so God bless. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So
Reason Billie
they're
Jean.
going down to this property that they own down the road that was passed down from her family, generational land.
Mhm.
And they're building a garden there, but eventually they want to build a compound there with her house and then another wife's house. She wants no shared walls. She doesn't want to hear Reese doing jazz hands while he's banging another wife.
Uh-huh.
So she needs to be away from it. And they've both been talking to Randi separately. He says, "I've been keeping it PG and vanilla." How many times every episode he's gonna do the vanilla shtick?
I
Is he
think he
gonna
said
start
PG I
marketing
think he said PG-13.
Sorry, and then and vanilla. But is he
Uh-huh.
gonna start, like, marketing shirts that say vanilla guy or, like, a vanilla it'd just be a vanilla ice cream cone, if you know, you know, kind of
Mhm.
thing?
Keep it
That's his
vanilla.
brand. Yeah,
Mhm.
keep it vanilla, yeah.
Mhm.
So, it's going slowly with Randi, but it's good. They both said they are enjoying it, but Billie Jean says that they just send each other videos, so they're just like meme friends. They're
Yeah.
not there's nothing deeper. They
Mhm.
had that one conversation over apps at the restaurant and then never again.
Yeah.
So he asks, "Would you be okay with me being next door with a wife?" And she says, "Well, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. If it's next door, it's fine." And he's still worried about her jealousy. And then they just do this thing that felt like a wrap up. It was like such an obvious where they're just doing sound bites. We're just going to keep moving forward. We're learning from this. We have had ups and downs in this journey. We're in this together. As long as we have love, we'll be okay. And tomorrow's another day, and we're going to keep moving forward. And there are ups and downs, and we're learning from this.
Mhm.
There were so many platitudes that I
Uh-huh.
couldn't take it. And so they're done. Goodbye. We enjoyed you.
We
Goodbye.
won't see you again because you're not actually looking for a sister wife. Okay.
Exactly. You just
But
wanted this as what? A spinoff? Like some sort of just to boost your TikTok. I don't know.
maybe, because that sad kitchen video is not gonna do it.
No.
Um, No, I don't know. I don't know why they were on our television. I couldn't tell you.
I wouldn't mind if they were back, if they were really seeking. Like, I was
Yeah.
never bored watching them.
Yes, that's right, 'cause he is entertaining.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and exactly. And, the other couples I was very bored with, but not them, so
Yeah.
bring them back.
And I want them to tell the truth. Like, we're gonna move now to the Johnsons, and I'd like for them to tell the truth. Like, if Matthew and Anjelica and Shanay were in a throuple and Anjelica and Shanay were also banging, I just tell the truth. We'd like to know.
Right, and
It'd make
as
more
Matt Maher
sense.
thinks, Billie Jean is also looking for
Mhm.
a throuple.
Yeah.
So, I would love that. Just change the name of the show, Seeking Throuple, and I'll be there.
Seeking polygyny, or whatever is the one where it's like
Mhm, but it would
everybody
have to be a P, peeking into polygamy.
polygamy peak.
Mhm, it
Mhm.
sounds so dirty.
Okay, so Matthew and Angelica and Shanae. So she says, after her family meeting, she's really sad. Me too, because your whole family yelled at you. She said,
Mhm.
I might not ever have my family's support. And now more than ever, I need my best friend. I need my sister wife, Shanae. So Angelica says, Shanae's mad that I went with Matt to see the other woman, and Shanae and Matt have now broken up, but I want Shanae to forgive me for my role in it, but I'm worried Shanae's going to break up with me too. So they said they're going to have dinner. Shanae arrives, and Angelica has ordered 2 glasses of wine, and she arrives and she goes, "Oh, is this for me?" And she says, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, I'm glad you know what my favorite drink was, because Matt doesn't know my favorite drink, but you do."
Mhm. Just run off together. Leave
I
Matt.
mean, it's
He's
fine.
not that great.
I mean, so she talks about what happened on the train with Matt. And she says, mostly I was upset, Angelica, that you knew about this other person. You didn't tell me. So I'm angry with you about that. I don't care about Matt anymore. I'm done with him. I was like, wow, 3 years. Just
Mhm.
done.
He didn't
Angelica,
know her kinda wine. That was it.
she said that no. So Angelica goes, I'm really sorry. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it right. And she goes, I love you. I never wanted to hurt you.
I'm
And
sorry, can I just interrupt you? I feel
mhm.
like I'm in the Twilight Zone,
Okay.
and Shanae has 0 right to be upset here, and
Yes.
she
Correct.
was fucking a whole other guy
Yes.
without telling them,
Yes.
and she's mad that they went to a witch shop and talked to a witch for a second.
Yeah.
This You have no right to be hurt, and you're making poor Angelica grovel and cry and
Yeah.
get on her knees and beg you to take her back. This is insane.
She's always, like, pushing her glasses up like,
I
"Oh,
know.
it's so
So she's like a little
sad."
mouse or
Yes.
something, you
Yes.
know? What are you do and you I'm pissed at Shanae. This is bizarre.
So in her talking head, Shanae goes, I assumed Angelica really felt caught in the middle, and now I'm feeling some compassion for her because, this is a new situation for both of us. We haven't been in it before. So Shanae tells her, look, it takes time. We can work on regaining our trust, and I will accept your apology. But, look, I'm diving in headfirst with this new person, and I'm going to see what the future holds for us as friends. So I'm going to stay with this new guy, but you and I can still be friends. And she goes, "You really mean the world to me. And, we are connected." And they hug and they toast to not to communal dick, but we'll toast to us.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
that hug, that was a lingering hug. That
Yeah.
was a sensual, lingering hug.
It was intimate.
Uh-huh.
Um, in the talking head, Shanae says, I don't know if I would ever consider polygamy again. The reason I considered it is because it was Angelica and Matt, and I don't know if I'd ever find that again. And his talking head, Matt, says, to know that the two women will keep the friendship makes me happy. And Angelica goes, this has been good. It's a lot of platitudes. We've learned a lot.
Mhm.
And he says his biggest regret is not putting in enough effort with Shanae. And she goes, polygamy is not just going out on dates or about sex. It's about deep connection. And I'm committed to moving forward and trying again to see if we could find another sister wife. But in an ideal world, I would love for us and the sister wife to live closer so Matt can go back and forth. And then they both say they're not looking to have any more kids because we're like splicing this with a bunch of scenes with their kids. And they're
Mhm.
not looking to have more kids, but a woman with kids would be fine. And he goes, we plan to take some time and let the sting of Shanay settle down. And hopefully we're going to find our person. And she goes, but in the meantime, I still have a best friend that I can call sister that I also have sex with.
What if Shanay stays with her new guy that she's enjoying? He's way
Uh-huh.
better than Matt. He knows what
Mhm.
kind of wine she drinks.
Right.
And then she also dates Anjelica and they form a throuple. And then Matt is like, hi, hi. I'll babysit the kids, I guess. That's fine.
Matt's left out. Mhm.
Mhm.
It's like we say with a throuple, it's a Heather McDonald joke that with a throuple, one person's gonna always be sitting on the side of the bed crying, and it's probably gonna be
Yep.
me. You know?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to the Davis family.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So Teresa has sent we had wondered why they were packing up her stuff and if
uh-huh.
she had asked them to, or if they were literally gonna put her stuff out on the curb and
Yeah.
leave a note that says, "Too much drama, bye."
Mhm.
So Teresa sent them a text message saying the relationship isn't right for her, so she broke it off, but of course Nick was relieved because he, for all his like, man, I'm the king of the castle, I'm the prince, I'm the page. I think he said king and president, and I got
Oh.
annoyed because I was like, is it a monarchy or a, democracy? What's happening?
Mhm.
um but he really can't do these hard decisions, like in hard talks. Whenever they would talk to Teresa, it felt like he would dance around things and start stuttering and couldn't figure out what to say, and then April would say it, you know?
April
So
is in charge for sure.
April's in
Yes.
charge.
Yeah.
So, they put her stuff in 4 sad boxes, and I thought that was all her stuff, but then Teresa says she has more stuff to pick up, so that's why she's coming over. So I assume there's other stuff. Also, her child, I assume, has
I
stuff.
never saw that kid again.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, she stops by to get these last sad boxes, and April tells us Teresa lacks the ability to talk about her bad actions. I was like, her mental health issues? What are her bad actions?
Yeah, I don't
Her
know.
lack of self-esteem?
Yeah, I don't know. Because we didn't see her do anything bad other than she's just real annoying, you
Yeah.
know? But maybe she did, and they're just not saying it. I don't know.
So she comes up and hugs him. She's a foot taller than him,
Yeah.
and she is taller than all the other women. Tall and beautiful. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they ask how she's feeling, and she says, "Stupid," which is the
Ugh.
whole problem
Yeah.
because she's
Yeah.
one of those people where you're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And like you don't care. It's a pleasantry, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, I'm really feeling down today, and my nose is running, and I just got some really bad news at work."
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
I didn't really wanna know that much information, but
I
alright,
have
yeah.
plantar
Yeah.
fasciitis, and, I have this pimple on my face, and it's just really been not a good time.
Mhm.
Um, so she's like, I need time to heal, and I'm not gonna be good for anyone until I love myself," which is good. So she's learned.
Yes.
And Nick says, "We don't want to stand in the way of you doing that, but also we're glad to be rid of you." So
Yeah,
we're
also
definitely not standing in the way.
mhm.
Teresa says, "I don't want to put it on all of you to heal me, even though you are all healers."
What? Are they?
That's sexual healing, I
I
guess, in the boom boom room.
I guess so, yeah.
So, she's like, "I can be a huge burden, especially with Jenny being pregnant." And Nick says, "We don't have any bad feelings towards you." Lie, which is the total lie.
Oh god, I
And
can't believe we have to film this scene. Could you just get her
yeah,
the fuck out of here?
get
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Teresa says, "I can't find anyone that loves me like you all do, and I can't accept the love because I don't think I'm worthy." And then she cries and she says, "Nick, you're my best friend." And Jenny, I never meant to stress you out during the pregnancy. And then they tell her she's worthy of love. And he tells us, she took accountability for everything. And that leaves it open for the possibility for us to be friends. You know, no, nothing sexual. I'm never going to bang her. I was
Mhm.
never attracted to her. She's a sad, sad woman. And I have no interest in her.
Wow.
Even if she had a job and could add to the income of the household while I stay at home,
Mhm.
and drive me around, I won't bang her. So she says she's on a journey of self-love, platitudes, and she hugs Nick and says, "I would pick you up and spin you around if my ankle wasn't hurting."
We're like,
Nick
throwback.
does have plantar fasciitis. Why
That's
is her
funny.
ankle hurting? Also, he laughs and it was kind of cute. So she's like, it just needs to be me and my son now. And I want to be an inspiration for my son and, make him proud of me and all of that. And then the next time we see them, their son is going to prom and they're glad to be back to normal. And they say, we're back to the three of us, the Holy Trinity.
He said he that says that, and they're all like, "Oh," Jennifer was like, "Okay." She's not that bright. She's like, "Okay, Nick."
Okay. I thought she said it. In my memory, she said it.
Oh,
And
I
I
thought
was like,
he said
"Oh,
it.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Huh. Hmm."
Mm.
Yeah, it's very spiritual what's happening in their home.
It is. Father, Son,
His
Holy
creamy
Ghost, those 3.
skin
Yeah.
that, they talk about Jesus and the cracker and the creamy skin. And so it's all religious.
Ew.
I know.
All of that's
Yeah,
gross.
I
All
know.
of that's gross. I wonder now if Nick's gonna stay home with both babies, because that's staying home with 2 babies is a lot.
Staying home with one baby is a lot, especially if you're teaching them chemistry or whatever he was
Yeah.
doing.
Mhm. Wonder how
But
he's gonna do with that.
they're gonna focus on the new baby for now and
Mhm.
not gonna seek for a little bit, which means by next season, they will be seeking
That
again.
because we have to have him back. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Nick says, "I've learned it takes a very particular pilot to control Voltron." And Teresa and Dannielle were not those people. They were not meant to be here.
Mhm.
But we're still willing to take a chance on love, even though it sometimes doesn't work out because growth and learning things, etc. And they're still waiting for the arms to hold the sword on the Voltron so they can defend the universe.
Okay. Well, I'm tired of all this Voltron talk. I don't know what it means, and I don't care, and I'm not gonna learn about it. So hopefully by next season, they'll have a different analogy.
Mhm. I would love that. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
be a transformer that I at least know what they are.
At least
I
I
think
know
it's
what that
kind of
is.
similar. I think it's kind of similar.
Oh god, I liked it better when he was talking about quantum physics. Okay, Merryfields, here we go. So, my main question here, and I've got so many questions, but my main question is,
Mhm.
where is Danielle's mom? Because both parents lived with them, but all season we've only seen the dad in his hat walking around the house.
Do you think she passed away or she's ill?
I don't know if she's ill and not coming out of
They
her
keep her
room.
in the room.
Yeah, I don't
Grandma,
know.
you stay in the room. You're not camera ready.
It's very strange. So, yeah. So at this, party that we're about to see, I was pausing at every frame trying to see if she was there, and she
Yeah.
just said, like, "I don't wanna be on camera anymore," just to see if she was there. She wasn't there. Where was she? It's her grandchild. So, ish. So, Lorena is pregnant, and we open with, "Sister, pregnant, Gordo, ooh." So they're hugging and crying on the bathroom floor. I don't know why they're on the bathroom floor. Sister, surprise,
Was
Garrick,
she in there
yeah.
when Lorena was peeing? Are they that level of closeness
I
now?
guess so. I guess so. And, and the talking head together, Lorena and Danielle, and she's like, "Pregnant, you're gonna get Gordo, fat." And our talking head, Lorena
Also
said,
sister. They put the word sister into each thing. It's like,
mhm.
some sort of code where every word you say, you sister, say sister, new sister, word,
Yes,
sister,
yes. It's so annoying.
sister.
And so the talking head, Lorena says, "I wish I could have enjoyed being married longer and learning more English, but I'm happy because I've always wanted a baby." Talking it together, Lorena is speaking some English and she's saying, "Yeah, a little nervous. Yeah." And Danny jokes and goes, "Gordo, twins." She's like, "Oh no, not twins."
Sister?
She understood that, sister. So Lorena had an idea because Garrick's in Wisconsin working on the grandmother's house. She had an idea to send him a care package in Wisconsin. And since her brother Sam was with Garrick there, she told Sam to film Garrick opening the package where he doesn't know what's in it. And so
And
Garrick
he's
opens
so
the
dumb. He doesn't pick up on anything. Like,
no.
why am I being filmed opening this package?
Yeah. So it's a balloon that says let's celebrate. Of course, the balloon is half dead. And then it's a baby booties. And he goes, okay, this is
He
nice.
these are cute.
Huh.
How
And then,
dumb is this man?
well, we know the answer. We've seen his writings. Okay.
You got a balloon that says let's celebrate and baby booties, and he doesn't get it.
So he opens up the pregnancy test. So as he's opening it, Sam goes, I know what this is. Haha, wash your hands, whatever.
Yeah,
And
Sam gets it. Sam's smart.
yeah, he goes, Garrett goes, is this Lorena? Positive? Yeah? Huh?
Sister?
Sister? And he's looking at it. He's like, wow. And then he says, me? Emotion, sister? And he goes, wow. And they're like, are you excited? He goes, wow, this is special. Yeah. Leia will have a buddy and you girls can raise the kids together. And we've always
I
kind of,
won't do anything because
I've
I'm the
always
man.
dreamed of this. And he says, we've always dreamed of all of this. You see Danielle's face just fall. And she goes, yeah, yeah, we did. And then it
The
happened.
mask slips. Like
Yes.
every scene, the mask slips. She keeps it together for most of every scene, and then there's a flash of like,
So, yeah.
yeah. That's when
So,
you gotta deprogram. Right when the
yeah,
mask
right.
falls, that's just grab her.
Grab her. So, talking head Garrett goes, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that she got pregnant so fast because that's what God wanted. And everybody, hold on. I hope you're not eating because he says, God says through childbearing, women are saved. God uses that a lot of times to change a woman's heart and perfect her. Wha- w-
You
Wait.
know what, Mary Payne? I'm here to learn. It's the learning channel.
Hmm.
And I learned that since I am not childbearing,
Uh-huh.
I will never be perfect in the eyes of God. And that's something I needed to know. So
Right.
thank you, Garrick.
Yeah. And also, your heart won't be changed towards
Right.
God, and you won't be
I thought the
perfect in God's
sperm
eyes.
changed the brain,
It does.
but
But
the
now we're talking
heart
about the heart.
and the soul, but then it saves your whole body. And then I'm assuming since I'm not saved, I go to hell.
I I don't know what Garrick might think of you, but through childbearing,
I have an idea.
women are saved, and God uses that childbearing to change a woman's heart and perfect her. Okay. My
Thank
note,
you, Garrick.
you're a fucking misogynistic loser asshole. Fuck off. Okay. Now it's a baby shower time. Gender reveal party. Sister? Girl?
Sister?
Huh? Boy? Yeah. And the talking head, Lorena tells us she's 20 weeks pregnant and she thanks God for a family who has a lot of patience with her, especially pregnant because her emotions are all over the place. So she's drinking the Kool Aid. She is
Yeah.
thanking God that her
Mhm.
family has patience with her pregnant. We actually see Garrick interacting with his sons a little bit, which was wild to see.
Mhm.
Jeremiah with the G, Jeremiah,
Mhm.
says he now sees Lorena more as a family member now. She's been there a while and she feels like a mom and a sister. And we see them all talking and him kissing her belly. Baby, boy, yeah, girl, weird, sister, whoa, Gordo. Whoa. Talking head Sam says, we're getting to know Lorena and, things are going well. I mean, my wife Samantha took her shopping for baby things and stuff, which I cannot believe. I can't believe she was allowed to go away, like be alone with Samantha, that she
I
didn't have to
know,
have
because
Danielle or
Samantha's, like,
Garrick.
whispering into her
Like,
ear,
you
trying
can
to
leave.
deprogram.
You
I
can
have a van
leave.
outside. They'll take you away from this
It's
place.
okay. So Danny is now sitting at the table talking to Lorena, and this is what she says. Baby, heart, boom, boom, boom. 156. Me think girl, because Leia, similar, boom, boom, boom. Lorrana corrects her and goes, no, sister, not me think. It's I think. I loved it.
I loved it
Loved it.
because she's like, don't do caveman baby talk with me.
Yeah, you don't have to talk to me like that. You can say, I think and I understand. I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. And Danielle's like, oh, sister. Oh. So the talking head Lorena says, I don't know why. I just think it's a boy. The talking head Samantha says, I think it's a boy because the baby was like flexing in the ultrasound. Okay, Samantha, we thought you were smart, but
Girl,
it's
I
not.
guess girls don't have muscles.
And I
So,
guess girls can't lift their arm in this
yeah.
way. Um, so Garrick and Danielle's dad are out there working on the grill, flipping the chickens and whatever. And Garrick says, so earlier today, I was hanging the decorations. God told me it was a girl. And I said, are you serious? And God said, totally. And so I said, yeah, all right. And so now I know it's a girl from what God said in the
I was
garage.
hoping it wasn't a horror girl who wouldn't be
Yeah.
perfect in the eyes of God unless a man put a baby in her, but that's not what God wanted.
I don't know. I just get the messages. We don't know. So Jeremiah with a G knows about the baby. He got the envelope. He did the cupcakes, and one has dye on the bottom. It wasn't clear, but anyway, this is not a fun baby reveal, because a gender reveal, because it's supposed to be the couple is supposed to do the reveal, not everybody eat a cupcake one by
Yeah.
one while we stare at you to see which one. I mean,
Uh-huh.
this, and then didn't even do it right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, one of them has dye on the bottom. And Danielle says, of course, she does hope it's a girl. So Leia would have a sister. She's already had the boys. So Braden is somebody's child. We're not unclear.
Yeah.
Gets the
Sam and
cupcake,
Sam's, maybe, I
maybe.
guess.
I don't know. And with the dyed wrapper at the bottom, whatever, it's a girl. Woo, yay. Lorena cries. Everybody's happy except for Garrett, because those girls.
Yeah.
The talking head Lorena says, I never imagined being with a man with other wives, but now I see how it is completely different than what I thought about it. And even though I go through good times and bad times, this is very good for my growth. And I'm grateful because now God has my life under control. And by God, I
It's just
mean,
words. It's just word salad, fake platitudes. By the way,
yes.
has anyone ever called them platitudes when the
No,
plats do things like that? Could I coin that?
you could coin it. You could coin it.
Okay. Will you and
Um,
Keisha use it?
yeah, they don't do it too much though. It really should be silvitudes, because the people that do it the most are the Silver
Yeah.
sisters. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Love, love, love. So, and talking head Danielle says, now that we have a baby on the way, it's more real because there's a human being involved, a
There
baby.
was a human being. Her name is Lorena, and she was here in your house.
Now it's real because Lorena is a human that lives in your home, in your room, no less. What are you talking about?
I know she's an immigrant, but she's still a person.
She's still a person that's going to give birth to another person.
Yeah.
So Lorena will always be involved in our lives no matter what, because of the baby. So God forbid something happens to the three of us, the baby will always be here. I mean, hopefully we all grow old together. That's the dream, but it's not looking good.
No,
So
maybe Garrick will get arrested for DV, and then
maybe
what will happen to the baby and Lorena
they get to
and
stay in the
me?
house and not Garrick.
Mhm.
So in Talking Head altogether, Danny says, I'm truly always in awe of what God does. Like, because today, the day of the gender reveal, is the anniversary of when Garrick and I got divorced 5 years ago in a full fraud against the state of Colorado where we lied. We're going to just keep talking about it. And he says, of course, we're always still seeking, and we're called to do this, and we're going to be looking for the third wife. And Lorena goes, no, I'm not very comfortable looking for a third wife right now because this is all new to me. Having a new baby and not enough time with Gar. makes me a little bit worried.
Are.
Are we calling him Gar now? Gar? Um, she says having a new baby and not having had enough time with Garrick makes me a little bit worried. And he goes, I know, sister. I understand where you're coming from, but we are a plural family and it's a calling from God. So I don't know. We're going to have to be open to what God told me. And if that's tomorrow or 3 months from now, I don't know. But
3
I just,
months from now.
it's also bad because she'll have a baby by then. Um, and he says, we don't know when it's going to happen, but as long as I'm scrolling on those apps, it'll probably be sooner than you think.
Mhm.
And he says, but I know God's in control and we have to keep seeking. So for now, we're going to keep an open heart and a mind to what God tells us. And Lorena just looks down like, what the fuck have I done?
Mhm.
Both the women look pissed. Okay. So
Mhm.
he's in the middle and they both look pissed. Like, really?
Mhm.
Really? Because he's just scroll and looking for the next one.
Mhm.
So in the talking head, Garrick says, yeah, if God has us meet another woman from another country, because I don't know how that would happen, how God would bring another Brazilian to us. It wouldn't be because I'm out there looking on OK Cupid Brazil. It would be
Right.
because the woman appeared in our garage. He says,
Mhm.
if God just has us meet another woman from another country, Dannielle would have to marry her in order for her to come to the United States. And we don't know how long it would take for Lorena and I to get divorced. And then I could marry another woman. So Dannielle would marry the woman. And Dannielle just says, flat affect. She goes, I wasn't aware of that. Garrick says, Lorena could get her green card, but it'll take 5 to 10 years for her to become a citizen. And production goes, Dannielle, how do you feel about that? And she goes, I feel like it's a lot more of discussion that we need to have because I thought it would be a couple of years for her to get adjustment of status. Then the two of them could divorce. I
Mhm.
didn't know it would take so long. So if it's in another year, it would be on me to marry someone else. No, he said it could be tomorrow or 3 months, is what he just said. That's what he
I
said.
think he's wrong, first
Mhm.
of all, because on Reddit, everyone says it would be like the 2-year time period they
Yes, I
would
don't he
divorce.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
But one of the issues is you can only do the K-1 visa so many times, twice. And did they already apply for Bert too?
I don't know if they applied for Bert and Bert too, but they didn't come here. So because they didn't go through with it. But like Gino did it
That
twice.
wouldn't
He
count.
can't do it
Okay.
again.
He can't do it again.
Mhm.
So from that country, can you do it again from another country?
I don't know. All I know is Gino did it twice from 2 different countries.
Yeah.
It was like Brazil and
Um,
Panama.
this is such a surprise to Danielle. She clearly did not know about this. Also, why do
Mm-mm.
these people not know the details? They're the ones doing it. We shouldn't have to know if it's 2 years or 5 years or
Right.
10 years. They
Yeah.
should know. Yeah,
It's
to
def
ask a lawyer.
and it's definitely not 5 or 10 years, and also 5 and 10 years is the same
It's
as
a
our
huge
guy from 60
difference.
Days In this week said, "I have 2 or 3 kids." Well, there's a difference.
Whe
Do you have 2 kids or 3 kids? You know?
Also, you are announcing on TV that she would be marrying someone who she is not in a romantic relationship with, that you are
Yes.
bringing here for your husband.
Yes.
All
Mhm.
they have to do is roll this tape
Yes.
and you will get denied.
Well, it's crazy that they let him bring Lorena over here when they admitted they were doing fraud by getting divorced in the first place.
Mhm.
So, okay. So the producer is asking Danielle how she feels about it, and she was like, I thought it would be a couple of years and then they could divorce, and if it's another year, then it's on me to marry someone." And then she kinda tears up and she kinda wipes, and she gets up and walks off. And he looks at the camera like this, "Oh,
Stupid open
oh,
mouth der face. Der.
so stupid." And he says, "You know, married life has struggles, especially when you do it God's way. It's a lot to go through, but it's expected. It's expected."
Platitudes.
Ugh. All right, now we get the closing cards, okay?
We did cut to Lorena's face. And
Uh-huh.
it's like that she's so on to his stupidity. She's
Yes.
learned a little more English. She's seen
Yes.
that open maybe she thought he was just congested and that
Mhm.
open mouth breathing would go away after a while, but it hasn't.
No.
She's on to the stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank God, and hopefully she's getting out of there. So, closing cards, the Davis family. Charlene Von Tess Davis was born in May. Teresa has tried to rekindle with Nick several times,
Ah,
but
Teresa.
the Davis family has declined.
Oh, and
April and
she's
J
on all those podcasts
I
too, talking
know,
about them as if they're still a couple
I know.
or a quad.
April and Jenny have been talking to a new woman who's friends with Teresa. So, okay.
Oh, that's sad. Teresa's self-esteem is not gonna take that hit
It's not
well.
gonna yeah. Teresa, you don't need them. Move on.
No, move on.
The Johnson family. Angelica and her family continue to work on their relationships, her with her crazy aunts.
Mhm.
Her mom still struggles to support polygamy. Angelica and Shanay have remained friends. And Matt is dating a new woman and is ready to introduce her to Angelica. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see him next season.
Yeah.
The Peralta family. Yesel surprised Danny with a vow renewal ceremony planned for next year. Because we showed them walking up and her going, "Oh my goodness." And we thought that, but he's planning a vow renewal ceremony for next
It
year.
was
Okay.
like a sign and she goes, "Is that the date?" Like, did he plan the whole thing by himself or is
I,
he
I didn't get
booked a
it.
location? It
Yeah.
was
I
like,
don't know.
I don't understand.
Unclear.
Okay, whatever.
Um,
It
they have,
happened.
they have not spoken to Jackie. They continue to seek, but no one has fit the criteria because
Mm,
no one ever will. So there you
yeah.
go.
Mhm.
Um, listen, they could merge over with the Johnson family because they don't want any more kids either, you
Yeah.
know?
I think that would be a great idea.
Um, you can't hear my text messages dinging, can you?
No.
Because when my family starts to text message each other, even though it is on Do Not Disturb, it's like ding, 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 ding. They're all texting about something. Okay. Okay. The Williamson family. Billie Jean and Reese tried another round of IVF. We know that they're pregnant. They've shown us on social media.
Mhm.
Randi parted ways with them. They continue to seek and work on Billie Jean's jealousy. Why are they working on Billie Jean's jealousy when all this was her idea?
Exactly.
It
And it was just to have more kids in a community, and you already have that lesbian couple that maybe
Yes.
gave you more eggs for this IVF, we
Yes.
don't know.
They need to get on over to the compound and just all be together. They all seem like a
Mhm.
fun. Okay. The Merrifield family. Lorena's baby Sarah was born in July. The family continues to seek despite Lorena's apprehension.
It
Danielle,
doesn't matter what the women want.
no. Danielle remains uneasy about marrying the next sister wife and hopes they'll find someone in America.
Oh god. Well, she should go on Garrick's phone and disable the international chicks.
Well, what would happen to her if she did that?
Punishment.
Punishment. Now, guys, what we do know about their arrest situation is that there's a restraining order against him where he can't go back to the family home. Apparently, there was a situation where she was Googling how to get in contact with the police because
Right.
she not from this country. She doesn't know you can call 911, and that he
No, I
then
thought he had disabled her phone or something.
yes, and so maybe she was looking on her phone.
Mhm.
And that then he turned off the Wi-Fi so her phone wouldn't work because 'cause they're probably in a terrible cell zone where they can't get LTE or
Mhm.
whatever,
Mhm.
and that was another charge on him where he was, actively hindering someone from calling for help,
Mhm.
and then it did say domestic violence on his charge. That's not clear exactly what happened, nor do we need to know. All we know is that was the words were there in addition to hindering her from calling for help and
Mhm.
telephonically, blah, 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 and he's not allowed to
It
go
all
back to the house.
started that he wouldn't let her call her family to
Mhm,
talk about this fight that they had had. So we
mhm,
don't know what happened in this fight, but it must have been pretty bad.
mhm,
Also, she is an immigrant, and for her to want to call 911,
mhm.
peop immigrants do not want to call 911, especially now. They're
Right.
scared too. So it must have been bad. She must
Yeah.
have been scared.
And then a report that she said he also was threatening to call ICE on me. Now, she's
Yeah.
in the country legally. They are married.
Mhm.
So perhaps he has decided he feels like she frauded him. Perhaps she said, I don't want
He's
to be
pulling
married
a
to you anymore. She's pulling a what?
Gino. He's pulling a Gino.
Right. Yeah. Perhaps
Fraud.
it's fraud. You never loved me. Perhaps, she said, I don't want to do this anymore. Perhaps Dannielle started crying about having to marry some woman that he's met and he's saying he's going to divorce. I mean, who knows what could have happened? She could have literally just said, like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then he flipped out. We don't know. We don't know anything. But he
Mhm.
does have a hearing like December 2nd or 4th. I can't remember. And we'll know more then. And we do have some bunkies that live in that area that I was like, please, boots on the ground. Please go.
And
Please
it
go.
seems that Dannielle is still in the cult and still staying with him because they've wiped Lorrana from social media.
But what other than them making that weird video where here's the baby and pulled the baby in and off the screen, like 2 days later is when I looked at this new Merrifield family Instagram, and it was just their family with the G brothers and the new
Mhm.
baby, Leia, and, all that. So they had already scrubbed Lorrana from that new Merrifield family thing before all this happened. So I don't know if they could see the writing on the wall and it all ended with
Right.
the big fight. Perhaps she was trying to get away before that and it all just
Mhm.
blew up in this way. We don't know. But
It takes
hopefully.
women, I think, an average of 8 times to leave abusive relationships.
Mhm.
So, we don't know.
We
But
don't
he's
we
losing control
Mhm.
of his harem, and
Mhm.
he's not happy.
Right. And you also have to wonder with her parents living in that house and relying on him as well, that puts them in a weird situation to see what's going on with their daughter and be like, well, we would all like to leave, but where are we going to go? How much space does
Mhm.
Sam and Samantha have?
Right, exactly.
God, I would love for Samantha and Sam to do a Ask Me Anything
Yes.
and just spill that tea.
Yes. I would love for them to take in Lorrana and the baby, for sure.
And Danielle and her baby and those two
Yeah,
older
but
sons.
she doesn't wanna leave.
No,
She's
Danielle
not
doesn't.
ready.
Mm-mm.
She Hopefully, she will be ready at some point.
Yeah.
'Cause she's a
Well,
victim in this. I know I've been hard on her, but she is fully a victim in this.
yes, she was groomed by him too when she was young.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's it, guys. It's sorry to end on such a bummer note, but as they do with Seeking Sister Wife, some shit's always got to kick off, and I just can't even believe
Mhm.
I'm supporting the Davis family, but at least they're not. Everybody seems to be a willing participant there.
Exactly. Who would have thought they would be the heroes of this
Not
season?
when we first met them. We were like, "What are these fucking weirdos?" Oh, now I feel like I should try to interview them again. But the thing is that they are not media trained, and when I did talk to them, they were just sort of like, "Well, we don't know about the other couples. We don't really watch." And I'm like, "Bullshit. Yes, you do.
Oh,
Come on now.
yes. Give us the tea.
Give us the tea." Um, I got nobody on the inside of this franchise. Like I've got a lot of inside 90 Day people. I've got no inside Seeking Sister Wife people to get any scoop from. Dang it.
I feel like you could befriend Billie Jean and, Reese, maybe not if they listen to what I have said about them, but
Yeah, I don't think
I
that would be the
they're
ones I would choose first. You guys, that's the end of Seeking Sister Wife. We don't right now know what's coming after it, or if we do, I have missed it completely. And by the way, if none of that Merrifield stuff aired, we didn't know it, so we covered it. So you're welcome. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. We don't know.
seriously. You got bonus content for real.
I guess, but I mean, everybody else we know that covers it, we're covering the screener that we got. So, and we're covering
Mhm.
this before it comes out, so we don't know. But I'm assuming they
Mhm.
just aired the whole thing, and
Yeah.
But what we don't know is since we're watching it before it airs, we don't know if at the end they'll put up a black screen of death that says Garrick Merrifield was arrested. Da da da. We don't know.
Mhm.
We'll have to watch to find out live on Monday night. That's it. So if something else comes after this, if another great TLC show comes after this, Kimberly and I will be covering it right here. Don't forget, Keisha and I are covering Welcome to Plathville on this level. And
And it's great. It's great if you're missing out if you're not listening.
mhm.
I love listening to you and Keisha talk about it. And 60 Days In, of course. I'm
60 Days
obsessed.
In is, yeah, I mean, but Keisha and I just were talking about 60 Days In earlier today. And I was like, many people have told us that they do have like a reunion, a tell all where they catch up with everybody, right?
Oh, and it is contentious in
Good.
this season that you're
It
watching.
should be because
Yeah.
that Stephanie was so awful to Jacqueline. And then we've
Mhm.
got Matt, who thinks he's Clint Eastwood, who says
Mhm.
things like, my son is in mortal threat. You're
And
what?
he's doing okay. He seems fine.
My
Like,
son is in mortal threat. No, that's not the correct
okay.
phrasing. Just because you use big words doesn't mean you should. No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Um, the sunset here, it's our last night here at the beach before we go back home. And usually the sunset is the best part of the day, but because it's been so rainy and gloomy, wah, wah, no sunset.
Mm-mm. Mm.
I keep looking out to see, like, will I see it? No, I won't.
No.
Okay, everybody.
Much
I hope
like the women in Garrick Merrifield. Um, will they ever get happiness? No.
No. You guys, if you listen to Kimberly and I on Fridays, it comes out 90 Day the other way. We're covering it there, and we will have some Thanksgiving stories. So if you've been listening
Yeah.
all this time, thank you. There will be some Thanksgiving stories on that $5 level, 90 Day tow coverage. I've
But
got
send them to
two.
us.
Yeah, if you've
Message
got
us.
more, send them over because this is coming out on Tuesday morning, and we've got until Thursday when we record. So if you have some good ones, I've got two good ones, and I've got one that was kind of like they got me. Like I read the whole thing. I was like, "Oh, you got me." Okay. But
Aw.
it was still funny. So one involves dogs. No dogs are harmed. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Okay. But it was such a go when I was reading it. I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh no. Oh no.
no, that's not funny.
Don't want
That's
anything to happen with dogs."
no.
Anyway, so send them over, guys. info@pinkshadepodcast.com, or you can DM us Dateline or Pink Shade Pod. And while you're at it, make sure you're following us, please. And
Please, and
and pretty soon we're going to be announcing our holiday extravaganza.
yes, so
Mhm,
excited.
mhm.
And follow my Etsy store. You can
Yeah, yeah,
check
yeah.
out
Tell us what it
Stitches
is.
Be Crazy with a K for
Uh-huh.
crazy for Kimberly, stitchesbecrazy.etsy.com. Yeah,
Yeah. And if you go to Etsy and just type in Stitches Be Crazy with a K, you should
yeah,
find it. Yeah, I've
yeah.
I've seen some of your stuff. It's pretty funny.
Thank you.
Pretty funny. We
Thank
got to
you.
remember to promote that this week too on
Yeah.
HEA. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye.